So we have a question from one of my earlier viewers, Anne, and she is asking whether she can become a polymath based on the fact that she never really was into learning at all. And it ties into the question that I get a lot, and that's about being a polymath. In my honest opinion, polymaths, whatever you pronounce it, and also people like multi-potentialites, people who are very good at multiple things, it's often not the case that they do it to be an act or something, you know. It's because they have this innate curiosity, that fire that they are born with. And from also working with many gifted people, I can say that those who have the ability to do many things, and also I'm speaking from my own experience as being very diverse and well versed in many topics. I've always been this way. Since a child, I've always been curious. I've always wanted to know how everything works, how everything ties together. And for me, starting this channel and noticing the words that they use to describe people like us, it's just a label that fits me. But it's not the other way around. It's not that I changed to become that label. So, and to answer your question, I do think that people who are not neurodivergent or not gifted, or maybe they are gifted, but they are, for example, very gifted in STEM things or math or I think that's totally possible. And I also think that people are capable of many interesting things. But please don't become someone who can do a lot just to impress others, because that's not the point. And that may sound controversial to some people, but in all honesty, polymaths are not made, they are born. But, and that's the big but, it is, what do you do with what is inside of you already? What do you do with the potential of becoming a polymath? And I think many people that are on this path, they also struggle with mental problems, with imposter syndrome, with not feeling enough, with missing a connection to the big audiences. So there can be many factors that inhibit the growth and the full potential of people who may be able to do many interesting things. But as long as it's forced, as long as it feels superficial or artificial, I don't think that's the route you would like to take. And if people are watching this, listening to this, and they feel in a similar way, then my advice would be just do the things that you love. Just do the things that make you curious. Do the things that excite you. That's the thing as well. Some people, they email me and they ask me, and that is related a bit to your question, Anne, about what should I learn, what should I do? Instead of people looking at what are their core strengths, what would I like to contribute to this world, they think in the other way, like, okay, what do I need to learn to become successful or to earn more money? And I guess that's also because it's inherent in the system from when you grow up as a kid. There are so many societal expectations of what are you going to become? Are you becoming a doctor or an engineer or a caretaker or whatever? So I get that fear, because that's what it essentially is, right? I mean, making the right choice. But if you just base it on an earning potential, I've coached many people who were well into their 50s or 60s for personal development, and what I found out every time is that they started things because they thought it would earn them good money, and in some of those cases those people were very successful, and they even were able to become millionaires, but they were never truly fulfilled, and they had in many cases a very turbulent and also a bit of a sad life, in terms that they never really got what they wanted out of it. So to wrap it up and to condense my answer, advice, however you want to call it, do the things that you love, do the things that excite you, that attract you. Try new things, but if there's a lot of resistance, not based on not being curious, but being based on it's just not for you, right? It's so out of your skill level or so out of your interest, then just don't do it. Find something else that's more meaningful, because in the end that's what truly matters. You can try to be some kind of faker or trickster and try to be well versed in many areas, but that will never truly work, because a true polymath, they can connect things, they see the dots, they are creative, they are neurodivergent, they are able to do many things even without necessarily diving into all of these different fields. And I'm not saying if that's not you that you're not a polymath. I'm just saying that for me at least, and also from observing many people who have these strengths, that in this today's society people often want a label to feel special, like being gifted or whatever. And in many instances it's because they're insecure and they want to be validated. And that's a totally reasonable thing to happen, but it's not the answer. So that's my answer to your question. Hopefully it helped you to see things a little bit differently, and if you disagree, that's fine as well. But then I would love to know your thought process behind it. Okay, and thank you very much for asking me this question. It took me a while to get to it, and I hope that some others that are finding my channel also can benefit from this little video. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening if you're here, and until next time, bye bye.